What's up, everybody? I'm Chalfant.
And I'm Trail.
And we are
brothers from another color.
Go ahead and crush that like button and subscribe.
And if this is your first time watching this, don't let it be your last time watching us.
Yeah. And if you haven't subscribed to our other YouTube channels, mine's at Chalfant TV, diving into a little bit more BTS and probably some other K-pop stuff.
And mine is at #GoldGang, which is more the inspirational, motivational, elevation, support, and help.
Wow.
Try to get it all out.
I didn't mean to say wow, but wow. Wow. Clear eyes. Dry eyes. No. Today we're going to be reacting to a video called BTS Family Background and their backstory with them.
About to be learning some more today.
I know. We're trying to dive in.
Just when you think you can't learn any more.
I know.
You can learn some more.
Yeah. I think we're almost done with the BTS discography, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. I thought you were about to say done with it. I was like, no, we ain't done with it. It's too much.
Well, yeah, that's why. Why I was saying. That was what do they call that? Dry humor.
You might be done because you've been cheating.
Yeah,
cheating. You love me.
I know. We didn't split up.
We didn't.
We're just doing more.
Yeah, relentless. We relentless workers, man. We like to work.
I know.
For some odd reason.
Yep.
We hate mediocrity.
I filmed an episode before Charles got here. He's like, I'm on the way. I was like, all right, record.
I filmed an episode while I was down in Charlie's basement.
I know. And if you know us already, if you're not, and if you are new to the page, you're getting ready to learn this, but we film at my house. Trail drives over to my house. We film once a week. We change our shirts in between episodes.
You would never know that, though.
More times than not, a baby's crying. Got twins upstairs and a 4-year-old. And I got to run up and do stuff. And now that we got our own stuff, Trail said he filmed a few things while I was upstairs. So.
I finally, that was my first video after having a page for like 3 days. And Charlie already shot 5 videos. Trying to keep up. In my mind, I was trying to keep up, but I was like, nah.
I think I'm the right person to motivate Trail, though.
Yeah, he is. For sure he is. Because
you know,
he'll tell me the truth. He won't lie to me.
Well, yeah, that, and you'll just see the product of the work. Not the product of how good's a video, but you'll just see, you know, the goal is to put out a video a day.
Yeah.
Got to stick to it. All right, well, you ready to get into it?
I'm always ready.
Want to know more about each of the BTS members?
We do.
Here's BTS family background and their backstory with their parents. If you're wondering where Jungkook's multiple talents came from, all you have to do is look at his family. Jungkook has a family full of artists. He inherited his golden voice from his parents, who both knows how to sing. Jungkook is a multi-talented artist who likes to draw, and so does his older brother, who is a digital artist. Do you know that BTS Jungkook has the kind of parents that everyone wished to have? They made him perfectly the man he is today. Even though a lot of individuals nowadays don't have parents who support their dreams, BTS Jungkook, on the other hand, has parents who gave him the freedom he needed to become who he was destined to be.
That's dope.
His parents?
Yeah, because you know you don't get a lot of parents like that, though.
I know, and you also don't always get a product like that in a kid who are raised by 2 supportive kids.
Yeah.
You might get a very mentally stable kid who potentially could be ready to feel supported as an adult. You know, sometimes they go into adulthood and they're not ready because of overly supportive families.
I was about to say, yeah, trying to push you in this direction, or the parents trying to push you in this direction, but they were like, do you, be you, we're going to be here no matter.
Yeah, that's...
In a 2-parent home, though.
That's all you could ask for.
In a 2-parent,
for real. I mean, you build it up. You build that huge quality of life and all of those things that come along with it, and then say, now you can do what you want.
And that, in my opinion, I think that builds great confidence in any child, though. Yeah. Like having that backing from your parents, like no matter if you fail, we got your back. Don't worry about it.
Well, and then to let him join BTS at 14.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
They believe in him for sure.
That's 4 years before he's an adult. And it might be a little bit different in Korea with the age and stuff, but I don't know.
That's dope.
Jungkook shared a childhood story of him cheating on a spelling test. Jungkook started his story saying, "When I was little, I cheated on a spelling test, and I got into a lot of trouble. I got a really good spanking. I'm not sure what my mother told me, to be honest, but I think it was something like, I don't care if you get 100 or 0 on your tests. I don't care about that. But the issue here is that you cheated. Jungkook then admitted, I made a big mistake. Why am I talking about this? Anyway, my parents were like that. When I was young, no matter what I did, they let me be, and do whatever I wanted to do.
I think a huge point in him telling that story, not just this, what's not being said, I think in Asian culture, is that his parents, especially his mom, are way different than a lot of the other parents that either we've heard about through stories, whether it's stereotype, but we also know, we haven't reacted to like their first albums, but they even have that one where they're in schools and they're like trained, and like they leave school and the real school and education picks up when they go back home, and that's just the culture. And for him, it sounded like he had real genuine parents who allowed him to explore a lot of things,
to grow in himself and be himself. And
that's not to say the flip side of that isn't that either, because we know a lot of really smart, disciplined, really smart, disciplined kids come from those households too.
They scolded me and corrected me when I did things that were obviously wrong. So, up until now, I've never been under a huge amount of stress. So I'm really grateful for that. To my parents, they let me do what I really wanted to do. I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful for that. Said Jungkook. Kim Sok-jin. BTS Jin, who's the oldest member of BTS, is the youngest in their family. He grew up in a family of rich entrepreneurs. According to him, his family were all in business. His father is CEO of a company that supplies to Samsung, and his father's company is based in Germany, and admitted that he does not have influence in Korea. Jin also owns a restaurant that he managed together with his brother. In an interview with Wall Street Journal magazine, Jin shared, "My family is all in business, so they're all good speakers," said Jin. V spoke, "You've got your mom's way with words." And speaking about his mom, she's so pretty. Some people even claim that she's been a beauty pageant queen. No wonder why Jin has a natural, worldwide handsome face. Here's a picture of Jin with his mother when he was young. He also has an older brother who's bright and have been the president of their class, Kim Tae-young. V was originally from a family of poor farmers. He was raised by his grandmother, who later then became the person he was closest to before she passed. V shared, "She raised me for 14 years. She was like a parent to me. She was someone I could talk to about my hardships, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to eat, and when to." As a child, he didn't think of becoming famous as he is now, and he thought that he was destined to be a farmer, but still end up being a famous and respected superstar. In addition, his father is an artist. His father once dreamed of becoming famous, and Jin described him as super talented. Aside from that, he didn't only got his parents' talent, but also, many armies noticed that he really looked like his handsome father. Here's a picture of him with his mother, together with his father. They look so sweet. Park Jimin. BTS Jimin has a kind, loving and caring parents. No wonder where he gets his adorable persona. Here's a picture of Jimin with his mother. You can clearly see their close bonds to each other. According to the mother of a childhood friend of Jimin, Jimin's father is a good Samaritan, who is known to donate money to local schools. His father might inspired him to donate too. Aside from his concern to their community, Mr. Park is also a thoughtful father who always takes care of his family. Jimin's father always finds ways to show his love and care to his son, even if he's far away from home. On Jimin's birthday, he sent him a bouquet of flowers, a gift, and a touching card to Amsterdam. In one of the episodes of Bring the Soul, Jimin's father once again took care of his son from afar. Jimin's dad called him and offered to bring Jimin food. Jimin assured him that they had all they needed and asked his dad to look after himself. Instead, Jimin's dad ended the call by cheering, fighting. As the call ended, Jimin ended up having a huge smile on his face. His dad is the sweetest, isn't he? Jung Ho-sok. J-Hope has a sister, named Ji-woo. According to Wall Street Journal magazine, J-Hope describes his mother as a strong-willed woman who ran an internet cafe, and his father was a literature teacher. J-Hope shared that neither of his parents weren't into dancing nor singing, so he didn't know where he get his talents from. J-Hope shared, "I used to wonder how I could dance." J-Hope did not follow in his parents' footsteps. He chose to pursue his passion in dancing instead. Unfortunately, his father was against his dream to be a dancer, but his mother supported him financially by working in another country. In fact, J-Hope was so grateful to his mother that he wrote and dedicated his solo song entitled Mama for her.
Dope. Let's get a song. Thank you for supporting me. Press play, man.
I know. I wonder what, not just what that song is like, but like how that happens in a household, like how that unfolds.
With the
dad, the dad's like no, and then the mom's like, well, I'm gonna support it, and I'm gonna work outside the country.
That's how you know. That's how. What is it? Daddy's girl, mama's boy. You know, mamas be like, they be having their boys. They be like.
Something I've always told my wife is, moms and their sons.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. She will defend our 4-year-old. He's only 4, and I'm laughing like at some point it's going to be, well, he's only 16, Charlie. And I'm like, okay.
That's how my wife's going to be too, watch, because I'm strict on my boys. I know she's going to be like.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not afraid to say no.
Yeah.
You know, and for her it's like, why can't they have that? And I'm like, okay.
I'm like, I already said no.
Because they already had 2 cups of goldfish.
Man, that's how I be for real too.
Right. That's how I'm like, no. Cheez-Its, and she's like, why? And I'm like, why are you saying this in front of them? Right? And now he's like,
doing this
and
on
then,
purpose, though.
Then he's looking at me like, yeah, why, Dad? And I'm like,
well, then when actually they go straight to mom, like, Mom, can I have this?
Yeah. Well, you don't care. He'll ask me, then ask her. So.
Yeah, my kids know better. I be listening. Did you just ask me, right? No.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
if he's asking, it's because he's hungry.
Yeah. If he's hungry, here's a steak.
Yeah, he wouldn't ask for it if he's not hungry. And I'm like, then we can give her anyway. Rant. We're here for BTS.
Bad. Our bad.
I
once a week, guys.
I thought this video was going to be long.
I did too.
But it's just quick snippets that I think are somewhat easier to remember.
Still information that we didn't know and like you said, we can gather because it's so short.
Yeah, hopefully it's true too.
Yeah. I know y'all gonna let us know.
On their most beautiful moment in life concert, J-Hope also couldn't stop crying when he realized that he had become a son his parents can be proud of, thanks to the support and admiration ARMYs gave to them. Suga's father wanted him to be a journalist, but Suga is so passionate with music, so he pursued rapping instead. Genius Suga wrote his first song at a young age. Aside from that, Suga didn't come from a family of singers nor musicians, but his mother has some love for arts. His mother took up drawing in her 60s, and Suga began learning to paint this year. For ARMYs who watched Suga's solo song, Dutch Wita, you might heard his line, "I'm a king, I'm a boss." Some fans might already heard this, but BTS Suga is also rumored to be a descendant of the famous and important Min clan who belongs to the Joseon dynasty, and the rumor includes that his grandmother is one of the most admired empress of this family. Well, if the rumor is true, then Suga might have been the next king of Korea, if the famous Min clan of Joseon dynasty continued to rule the kingdom. Kim Namjoon, RM's parents, wanted him to focus on his studies, to get a stable job, instead of giving too much attention to music. They were against his dream of being a rapper, because they were concerned to him. As you know, idol career isn't the safest route to success, and it takes some risk. So RM's mother would have rather had him pursue another more stable and reliable career than music. RM said that if he wasn't an idol, he would have been a businessman, as he revealed during an interview. On The Late Late Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Namjoon's father is an employee of SK Telecom, and his mother is a realtor. In one interview, the BTS leader shared a conversation he had with his mother regarding his decision to be a K-pop idol. RM stated, "My grades were about a 5,000th place in the country. If I wanted to keep going the path I was, I would have been a successful man with a job. So, I asked my mom if she prefers a son that was first in what he likes, or a son that was in 5,000th place. That conversation, resulting in my mother allowing me to chase my dreams."
I think that also just speaks to his maturity too. But I could see somebody saying that in a moment of like being upset or anger. You know, even us, you know, talking to our own wives about stuff. You know, when you want to switch a career, or you want to get a degree, or you want to go back to school, or whatever it is, I want to start doing this now. Like, that's a huge undertaking to do, and you say, you know, like, these are our dreams.
Yeah. Would you rather me do this, or be happy doing this?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not happy, then you got to deal with this unhappy person in the house all day.
Yeah.
And it's not purposely. It's just.
Yeah, and then now I'm resenting you and
dragging through life.
Yeah.
Head down.
Said Namjoon. And now he made it, being part of the #1 K-pop group in the world. If you reach the end of this video, don't forget to subscribe.
I think it would be interesting eventually to them do some sort of small docuseries from the perspectives of their parents.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Because that could be there could be a lot of insight and a lot of proudness that would come out of that. That somebody with, was it J-Hope's dad that was really, really strict? Right? Yeah, because his mom worked out of the country. Where he's like, I've always been proud. Like, you know, those are those moments that come out in a moment of parents reflecting on what their kids have done. Like, I've always known he could be successful at what he's done. You know, I'm just scared of the risk.
Fathers are hard. I want to say, are the last ones to give in to how they feel about a situation like that. Like, the mom will tell it, like, if she wasn't with it in the beginning, and then you start elevating and making it, and she'd be like, oh my God, like, this and this. But the father would be laid back and be like, okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, that would be awesome if somebody would be able to do that. But
and then they start crying to it, and I'd be like, oh my God.
You know, especially if it were from the perspective of, we're not trying to make things worse or whatever it might be. Like, things happen the way they happen, and they've all worked out, and there's probably countless stories of where they didn't work out for other people.
Countless stories,
you know, like, hey, instead of being a businessman, I'm going to be a rapper. Your parents are like,
they're like, haha, good one.
I think about that. I reflect on that right now as a dad. If my kid said that, like, you know, unless you had like an angelic voice, like.
I mean, for me, it would depend where me and my wife are at in life, though. Like, if you were to want to be a rapper and you failed at it and you had nothing to fall back on, but we were there for you, and help you begin, but well, I feel like we're more likely gonna be in a great spot. So I do want my kids to follow whatever it is they want to do, though. So I would never be like, you know what, I was funny, why don't you go try and be a comedian? And if you don't want to be a comedian, then get out.
Yeah, right. Especially when they're younger, though. You know, you brought up the term, you know, have something to fall back on. And the thing I'm starting to think about a lot now is having your kids be able to fall back on something, but that thing to fall back on is the family and the love that we provide.
Yeah, most definitely.
You need to go to school first, so then if you fail with your dream, you can fall back on it.
I'm 100% with that.
It's because those 4 years, you could be doing a whole lot. You could be reacting to BTS videos online and creating such a difference in the world.
Yeah. Like 2 people I know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say names.
It's so rare.
Yeah, very rare.
I don't know. But I'm glad we watched that, though.
Me too. That it would be good to see a documentary, like you said, though, from the parents' perspectives, though. I'd love to see that. I bet you have a ton of views, though.
I know.
Like, well, parents, like...
Yeah, we know Mnet watches our videos for sure. They let us know with that strike, which we got taken away, but... Big Hit, I know you watch, too, so think about doing that. You probably already have it on your radar to do a doc. It's been 7 years. It's been enough time.
Let us
we'll narrate.
Yeah, let us narrate.
There will be no spelling errors throughout.
And I'll slow down my speech.
And I'll slow the speech down.
And we'll put subtitles.
And I'll wear a hat so it's not as glaring.
Yeah, because that is killing me, right? It's like a
no, you're good. It don't look shiny right now.
No. I did glaze it up. You know, I shave when I come over to Charlie's house because I don't want to have the hairline, and I shave before I come over all the time. Yeah, because my junk like right here. With this part right here though, like, but it's still lined up though, like.
Yeah, I can't tell.
This is actually the anniversary of when I come out here 3 days ago. 7 years.
Oh.
No,
So,
8 years. I cut it in 2012.
Right.
December 23rd.
So I met you when you were already bald.
Did you?
No.
No, you met me in 11.
Oh, I don't remember.
I had hair then because I was wearing hats.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was wearing hats too.
I cut it in 2012, but he still somehow still has his hair.
Yeah, we were in the that 2013 BTS mode. We were different people.
Yeah. And now look at us. I wish I do got a little bit of pictures, but I don't have too many pictures I can show you guys. But one day maybe we'll post them in the community. Oh my god.
Who was this?
Yeah. I had a little picture. I was flexing, a little skinny self. I had a do-rag on.
Oh, I've seen that.
My big shoes. That's cool. We're off topic. My bad.
No, you're good. It'll probably be cut out anyway. No.
They probably love to hear this.
Yeah.
So,
right. Well, tell them what to do.
Since you do love our video and we love you guys, heart. Not yet. I'm gonna pull one out later on. But don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, follow, and make sure you turn on your notifications.
Yep.
Yes.
And as Jimin says, you nice. Keep going.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.